right. I was just thinking about, I was actually chatting with JR about expenses. And JR, here's JR. With JR Padero. Anyways, expenses. Hi, this is David with SuicideFishing.com, as well as JR, the cameraman and confidant. SuicideFishing.com, Suicide Fishing, Facebook, and Suicide TV, YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. So, expenses. We were just talking about this. You know, it all. You know how it all starts with fishing. You got your fishing rod, fishing pole. You know, I was raised up in the woods, so I'd always see these creeks, and so I started with, as a young man, started with a little fishing pole. You know, then you get older and you get more established, and you decide, you know, I'm going to go do some shoreline, go charter a boat, you go out and you have fun. And then before long, it's like, wow, this is expensive to charter, so if I have my own boat, guess what? It's going to be cheaper. That is so far from the truth. Any experienced fisherman that's got a boat understands this. And let me tell you, their wives understand it more. You know, going fishing and having that love for fishing is like the otra mujer, you know, the other girl. Except there's not another girl. It's your love for fishing, and the woman can actually get jealous over that unless she fishes with you. And I'll tell you right now, I love a woman that fishes and can catch more fish than me. So to all those wives out there that are with your husbands fishing, more power to you. So expenses. Look at this. Decided to build a boat. Because I don't, you know, here in the Philippines, shore casting, watching those other guys in boats and catching fish. All right, I'm gonna go catch some fish. You know, the smart way. I'm gonna buy a boat. So I started pricing boats, and guess what? They're expensive here in the Philippines. Way expensive. Even the shoddy old American boats and the ones that aren't made properly, hugely expensive. Dennis Gambino from the Crime Family. I showed him a picture of a Philippines-made boat, and it was $1 million pesos, and it was just absolutely trashy. And so you know what? I'm going to build a boat. And so started with JR. We talked about this, a year and a half ago, JR, diba? And so, you know, and looked at some boat plans, and finally decided on Spira International, the Albion Dory. And so we got those plans. It was difficult because Jeff Spira died, and his company died with him. But there is a huge following worldwide, and now his plans are being shared amongst everyone. So I managed to get the plans of an Albion Dory, and we started building this. You know, and you sit there, it doesn't matter. You can estimate and do the costing on this, and guess what? There's always cost overruns, because then you see a YouTube video, and you think, oh, you know what? I want that live well. You know what? I want a storage area that I can put ice in for the longer trips, you know? And all of these small little things doesn't sound like much when you look at it pricing, but when you start stacking it, it gets expensive. So we're looking at the casting deck on this. You know, we could just flip it over and put an engine on it and go, you know, but it always seems to be more money, you know. But yet, even then, it's still well below half the price of what they're charging here in the Philippines. So we got this, and then we realized, shit, I don't have anything to tow it with. You know, I'm gonna have to borrow a truck or keep it in the ocean. And all of you know, keeping a boat in the ocean, that's could be hazardous. And with all the electronics, they have a tendency of walking away from the boat. You know, and so especially here in the Philippines. So we have to have transportation. So what do? We justify something like this. Oh, there's an extra expense right there. So anyways, it's like, wow, what do I do, And much to my, well, that's what crypto money's for. So, and then I also realized this is a custom boat. It's a custom flat bottom boat. So you need a trailer. So here's the trailer. On that, So anyhow, the trailer we fabricate, and it's a different kind of boat. It's flat bottom. You got to because we're in the Philippines, you got to figure out a way to launch this on the beach as well as at some of the boat ramps they have here. And the boat ramps aren't high quality, they're difficult. So we had to fabricate a tilt trailer. So this tilts up, and so we're not done with it. We got to paint it. We got to get rid of the rust, grind it down, paint, add some body filler where the welds are after the welds are rounded off with a grinder. And then we're going to take some PVC, 3-inch PVC, maybe 4-inch PVC, cut it in half, put it on top, heat it up and mold it around, and then rivet it in so it won't damage the bottom of the boat. And so anyhow, all of this, it's sometimes people just don't think ahead at the expenses. It's always more expensive, and I understand now why some of these boats will take 6 months or a year and a half, 2 years, because people have limited resources. Other things are a priority. Your family, your children, the emergency money, the inflation. The inflation is a killer right now in the United States. And that affects pretty much everyone worldwide, even here in the Philippines. Expenses go up. And so, anyways, this is, think ahead about this, I don't even want to think about it now. All I know is I want to finish this, and I want to go out and have fun. JR, you agree on that?
Yeah.
Yep. Dennis, agreed, diba? Yeah. So Dennis is he's the expert at painting. I can manage it, but not as well as he does. And so he's got the experience. So he's busy working on it. We're gonna apply a clear coat on this today. And then probably we're gonna let it dry for the next 2 to 3 days. While it's drying, we will work on the trailer, as well as the center console, which is over there standing. And then we're going to have a bunch of the local fishermen that I fished with. We're going to get them over here, have a barbecue. We'll get about 15-20 people, and we'll gently pick this up and roll it over. And so, and then we will paint. We probably won't paint this just yet, but what we'll do is we'll put the gunwales on, and we'll continue with the interior, fiberglass the interior. And so the engine's on its way. It's last week it was in Manila. Hopefully it's on a ship right now coming our way. So with that being said, JR, any comments? What do we got going on here? So fishing, diba?
Yeah.
I feel guilty because I've got a small boat. It's just a 2-man boat. It's an outrigger boat, traditional fishing boat here. And JR, every time I go out, I see JR looking at me like, what about me? Because I promised him, and I feel guilty. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to take, if there's a day, like this morning, we're busy working, and, well, really, it wasn't working. We're just there, right? Everything was going so smooth, and once this boat's complete, we can be out in the fishing grounds in probably half an hour, 45 minutes. Fish a couple hours during the prime time. You show up at work when? 2 a.m. I'm up sometimes. It just depends. I got a rumble schedule. I've got responsibilities during the day here as well as during the night. So sometimes I get 2-3 hours of sleep at a time, wake up, work, get some other things done, and take another nap. And so, but when it's nice and quiet out and the weather's good and we know the tide's correct and the moon is in the correct spot, sounds like this is sort of superstitious, but and even with a little choppy wind, we're low pressure here, we're gonna catch some fish, and that's the goal. And then soon on our weekends, we're gonna go out and catch marlin. And we're virgins at this, boat builders. We're just gonna wing it and see what we can do. And my good friend PJ Court, who's back in his country, he has fishing poles here. He's got some marlin setups. Those are expensive. Again, if you want to go after big fish, you got to buy the right equipment. And so PJ's got some equipment, and so we'll see if we can work something out where we can catch some big fish. So with that being said, anything else? No? Yes? Maybe?
Nothing for now.
Nothing. Well, yeah. Actually, there's a lot more, but we got to keep these vlogs. This has already been a long vlog. And this one is going to be, what? Episode
19.
Episode 19 is going to be called Expenses That You Don't Expect. And so, boat, vehicle, fabricated trailer, fishing equipment. Anyways, there it is. And guess what? This is Suicide 1. There's plans for Suicide 2 already. Okay. All right. My name is David. Your name is?
JR.
And we are with?
Suicide Fishing.
And that also includes Suicide Fishing Facebook and Suicide Fishing TV YouTube. I hope you guys have an absolutely
wonderful day.
Exactly. Signing off. Have a great day.